Picture this. You're a pilot, cruising peacefully at 23,000 feet. You unbuckle your seatbelt to get a coffee. Then, boom, your windshield explodes outward, and before you can even blink, you are sucked face first out of the airplane. Your torso is pinned to the outside of the cockpit, blasted by 500 miles per hour winds and sub-zero temperatures, while your legs are caught on the flight controls inside. This isn't a movie. This was British Airways Flight 5390. And the reason it happened? It will make you question every DIY project you've ever done. On June 10th, 1990, Captain Tim Lancaster and co-pilot Alistair Atchison were flying 81 passengers from England to Spain. Everything was smooth sailing until the decompression blew Captain Tim out the window. Inside the cockpit, chaos erupted. Flight attendant Nigel Ogden rushed in, saw the captain dangling outside, and grabbed him by the belt. The freezing wind was rushing in at a deafening volume. Papers were flying, and the autopilot disconnected, sending the plane into a terrifying dive. Now, imagine being Nigel. You're holding onto a grown man's belt for dear life. Your hands are literally freezing, and the wind is trying to rip him away. Soon, Nigel's arms started giving out. Another crew member, John Heward, rushed in and strapped himself into the pilot's seat to hold Tim's legs. Through the window, the crew could see Tim's eyes wide open, unblinking. They thought he was dead, but they couldn't let go, because if they did, his body would fly straight into the plane's engine, destroying the engine and killing everyone on board. Against all odds, co-pilot Alistair managed to land the plane safely. Miraculously, Captain Tim Lancaster was alive, surviving with just frostbite and a few fractures. But how did a windshield just pop off a commercial airliner? Investigators looked into the maintenance log from the night before. A shift maintenance manager had replaced the windshield. He was supposed to use standard 7D screws. But instead of looking up the manual, he decided to eyeball it. He found some screws in the bin that looked just about right. Out of the 90 screws holding that windshield together, 84 of them were exactly 0.026 inches too small in diameter. The other 6 were too short. Because he didn't check the manual and reportedly didn't wear his reading glasses, he installed screws that couldn't handle the intense cabin pressure. As the plane climbed, the pressure pushed the window right out of its frame. One man's lazy Sunday-style DIY mistake almost cost a crew their lives, all for the sake of a fraction of an inch. If this story makes you want to double-check every screw in your house, smash that subscribe button. Drop a comment on what sketchy historical disaster we should doodle next. And stay tuned to Sketchy History for more crazy true stories.